there's a big gap right here. I'm like, why is there such a big gap there? And it's because there's quarter windows that go there. So that makes sense. There are no side windows, so it's like they're rolled down, I guess. Uh, Welcome back to the workbench, where we try to make things. And what we're continuing to try to make today is Revell's 1971 Mach 1 Mustang. And this is for the Blue Ox Model Shop's Street Machine group build. We're finally back at it, or with an update. It's been a little while, but I got an update for you guys on the paint. I've been working on the paint, trying to get it to look the best it can. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but I think I've got it good enough. good enough for me, at least. And let me know what you think down in the comments. But let's take a look at it. Whoops. I was going to leave the hood on so we can take a look at all of the red paint, essentially. So I got both sides nice and polished out. So I wet sanded and then polished. And I think it looks, trying to hit it in the light here for you guys so you can see. Everything is pretty clean. I touched up the little spots where I'd cut through previously. This side, wet side sanding, I was much more careful and I didn't let that happen. So I didn't have to do any touch up on this side. I went ahead and touched up this side. There is a little flaw here. I left it. I did not want to shoot black again. Because then I'd have to re-clear the whole thing. I'd start all over. So I left just a little flaw back here. It's not bad. It looks like if it's a car that's actually used, it took a little scratch in the back there. So it doesn't look that bad. And it's under the clear. So I don't know. It looks fine. Anyways, you can let me know what you think. I don't know. Can you guys even see it? I mean, you have to get right up on it to even see what I'm talking about. But then I did also start blacking out underneath the hood. So our core support and the cowl up front here. I did this all semi-gloss black. I'm going to go back, now that this is nice and dry, I'm going to go back and do the vents and like the wiper blades and stuff like that. I'll probably do those flat black just to give a little variation in the sheen so you can, so it doesn't look so flat. I'm gonna use flat black to make it look not look so flat, but hopefully that makes sense. It won't look all the same. Give a little variety in there, because usually your wiper arms and blades and things are like more of a flat black than a semi-gloss. Anyways, and then what I've also started doing is painting the underside. So like the fender wells, make sure you guys can see, I've already done the underside of the hood, which is also going to get some flat black treatment in there. But I've started doing the fender wells and the interior. So this is all going to be just the semi-gloss black for the interior, which is, obviously very nerve-wracking because I don't want to get any paint on the color side. And speaking of, I've got to do the chrome. I'm going to use the chrome pen, I think. I mean, this would actually be stainless, but I think I'm going to use the chrome pen to go in and do the trim around the windows. I'm going back and forth if I want to do the drip rail. So there's the drip rail here. I mean, it should be stainless. It would have been, I'm assuming would have been stainless, on the real car. So, oh man, I'm just terrified. I would probably have to try to tape. So I think with the window trim, I can do it with the pen. Where did my chrome pen? So I've got the sharp end of a chrome pen. So I could probably just float it. If you've ever used these, it kind of floats itself a little bit. I think I've floated into the divot, whatever, the border line right here around, around the chrome. What do you call this? It's just trim, I suppose, window trim. I think I could do that. This might need taped here. I might have to. I'm terrified to do this because obviously it's on finished paint, and I really don't want it. I don't want it to screw up my paint. So maybe I'll just tape everything. I might go ahead and just tape here, here, and here. Do that. I might do the windows first. Just tape around them. I'll probably use some vinyl. I found that just using sticky back vinyl, the like sign grade vinyl, does the best as far as getting a real nice line, especially when you have to bend it like here. So just kind of thin strip of that vinyl and bend it around. I'll try to film it as I do it so we can see together. When we get back to this, I can show the footage and we can see how good or how bad it goes. But that's got to get done. I think I'm going to do, on the outside, I'm going to do a fine polish first, like a fine finishing polish. There is, if you look real close, there are still just a little bit of swirl marks in it from the polish I used. There's, if I do it just in the light just right, you can see just a little bit of swirl marks. So I might go in and do a finishing polish, like a very, 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 very fine finishing polish to try to get those little bit of swirl marks out. But what I also need to do is finish painting out the black. And I was thinking, well, I could just paint out everything black, and that might be what I do, just kind of just do it all black, because I don't know what is going to show and what is not going to show under the body here. I'm not for sure. I mean, the instructions show just kind of painting this area here, but I know the fender wells are going to, the inner fenders kind of show a little bit. And then we rebuilt, if you remember right, that's why I brought the interior out. We moved the inner fender wells to the interior tub because we had to quote unquote tub the car a little bit for the bigger tires and wheels we're using. And this was the best way to do it. So I don't know what's going to show back here. So what I thought we could do, if I could very carefully, I do not want to mess up my paint. If I could very carefully get the interior in, I'm going to split. I'm kind of using my fingers to hold that apart. I think I have to go in like so to get it in there. Very carefully get the interior in. I do not want to, this is what originally kind of marred up the black paint, so I don't want to do that again. Let's get it in position though. Whoops. Right. If I can get it to hit the mark. Right there. That's where it goes. This is where this is going to sit. Seems to be sitting okay. Let's look at what that looks like. Yeah, that looks okay. From the, see how that's going to look. Body seems a little, well, no, that's where it's sitting naturally, just like that. So that's okay. Yeah, I want to see what, so we definitely need to paint up in here, up in the, up, extend the headliner back all the way to the trunk for sure. I can see that, but and then of course the A-pillars, and then I need to make sure and finish out. I mean, the doors, I'm going to paint it black back there. I don't know why there's such, oh, because the windows, there's windows that are going to go there. I was like, why is there such a gap? Let me show you what I'm looking at. What do I have that I can point with? There's a big gap right here. I'm like, why is there such a big gap there? And it's because there's quarter windows that go there. So that makes sense. There are no side windows, so it's like they're rolled down, I guess. So I do want to paint in there to make sure that gets blacked out. But what I really wanted to look at is back here. Yeah, and where I painted, I need to finish painting. Okay, so I guess I need to bring the black all the way down here. The chassis fits in there, but there is some hang down. So I'll just kind of paint around here in the back and then there. I think that makes sense. But otherwise, yeah, I need to black out the rockers here. Obviously the chassis sits in here, but I just want to make sure and get that done too. I might have to, wonder if we can get I don't like putting the chassis in and out because it scratches up the paint. So what I think I'm going to do up front, I'm just going to totally black out these inner fenders. That way there's no question, In fact, I might just, now that I've done this, yeah, see, there's a little nick right there. I need to touch that up right there. Now, I don't know if I just did that or if I just didn't notice it from before. There's a little nick right there on that corner. I'll touch that up. Anyways, it's kind of neat to see what it looks like with the interior in and the finished paint. That looks pretty good. It'll make for a better thumbnail too, I guess. But anyways, that's what I've got to do now. I think we're making pretty good progress. Let me know what you think so far. Once this is all painted, it's going to take, again, I want the chrome to dry forever. So it's going to take a while, and I don't want to put in the glass until that's completely cured. So I need to get that done quick too. So I think order of operations: black paint underneath, chrome, glass, accessories, interior, chassis. We're pretty well done, right? I've got to put this back in too, which I got to paint out. So this has to have black put in, and then it's going to have chrome bezels and whatnot also. And then that's the last piece that really needs painted, detail painted. So we're right there. We're there. Now it's just time. It's just time because I want to make sure everything cures to its full curing potential before I move on to the next step, because I don't want to goof anything up. I don't want to put a thumbprint in something. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to goof anything up. So it just takes time, but there's not that much left to do. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. I think it looks not too bad. I think I'll just black out the whole underside of the tub. Probably should have done that in the first place. I'll probably do the same thing to the interior tub. I've already weathered this part that shows. I guess I already did that, so maybe I don't need to. Yeah, I think it looks okay. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed this. Sorry it's taking so long to get a new update on the Mustang. It might be a while again, just because, like I said, of dry and cure times. Subscribe. What is it? What all are you supposed to do? Like button, hype button, whatever buttons. Hit all the buttons. Just if there's a button down there, push it. Except for, there's also a join button. So be careful of that one if you don't want to join the channel. Hit that one if you do want to join the channel. I'm trying to put out a video every Friday. It's hit and miss, but we're getting a bit of a catalog going there for channel members, or it's just a way to support. Oh, there's also a link to the kit in the description if you'd like to get your kit, or just any other kit off of Amazon. It helps the channel if you use that link. I appreciate you joining me. Do all those things everybody tell you to do on YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.